This is extremely terrifying, but yeah, let's go, I suppose. Okay, Comic Sans is the blue typeface right here, and apparently it's the most hated typeface in the world. But it was designed by this guy, which is Vincent Cornet, and it was designed in 1994 for the Microsoft Corporation. And ironically, his inspiration behind this was the fact that he was confused with the fact that it was Times New Roman used everywhere. But there are 3 rules to typography, and we're gonna just rely on rule number 1, which is readability. The other 2 are important, but we're going to ignore that for now. And the reason why I care about this is because I have to. I'm a visual designer, so this means I have to deal with fonts every single day of my life. If you don't know what a visual designer is, it comes under these categories, which is on the screen now. And what's my next slide? Come on. So there's a rule to every exception, and the exception to the rule of using Comic Sans is dyslexia, believe it or not. And dyslexia affects 10% of the world population. God, come on. If you don't know what dyslexia is, it's a neurological glitch is what I like to call it. Basically, your mind plays tricks on you like every single day. And it's sometimes quite difficult, but the Oxford Dictionary standard for this is learning to read, interpreting words and letters and symbols. But most importantly, it does not affect general intelligence. But I'm one of these people. So I suffer with dyslexia, and it's extremely common around creatives and creative designers. God. And this affected me because I once witnessed an old boss of mine throw a CV in the bin just because it was written in Comic Sans. And I asked him, why did you do this? And he was like, well, if they can't choose a proper typeface, then what's the point? Clearly, these people are stupid because whatever. But when I was younger and doing my GCSEs literally deemed me unemployable. These are my actual GCSEs. Ignore the name. I know the name is wrong, but they are my GCSEs. And my tutor said to me, Gemma, you don't pay attention in class. I did pay attention in class. And he says, your future, your choice. Do you like with that? So I was like, okay, this is my future. This is my choice. So with that, I'd realized, well, I like being creative. I like being a designer. I'm going to go on to college and see where that gets me. I ended up getting a triple grade distinction in college, and then I moved on to university. So this is what dyslexia looks like, the yellow bit there. That's literally what my brain is like. That's what I have to fight with every single day, is words mushing together, letters flip-flopping everywhere, and sometimes this moves everywhere. But I know what you're going to say. Just use spell check. And this is the worst thing anyone can ever say to me, because spell check just doesn't help. It helps a little bit, but it doesn't help completely. And this is why. Go on. So the reason spell check doesn't really help is because sometimes I use words which are spelled correctly but used in the wrong context. So I do this all the time. I mix up the word sing and sign because the letters flip-flop, but it's a word. How the hell is spell check going to pick this up? It's not. Well, that didn't work out right, did it? Look at that. I'm apparently a visual designer. But this is Siri. Siri is my best friend. I use Siri every single day. And to be honest, if you get a text message from me and if it's spelled correctly, it's because I spoke to Siri and Siri wrote that text message for me. So here's Comic Sans at the bottom and Times New Roman at the top that Vincent hated. And the reason why Comic Sans kind of has like a little superpower is because, come on, only 2 letters in the full alphabet is repeated. Now this is very important for dyslexics because we get letters mushed together and mixed up, but these 2 are the only ones in the full alphabet, so that means every single character is actually, you can see the difference between them. So this is a little game we're going to play. See if you can find the character. If you can, well done, because I put this slide together and I still can't see it right now, but there we go, hey? Okay, all point, all laugh, come on. There it is. And that's just kind of like a representation of like how my brain works. And when somebody says to me, you spelled the word wrong, I can't figure out that I spelled the word wrong because I can't see this letter because they all look the same to me. So it's pointless saying it to me. So the reason why Comic Sans is extremely hated is literally because designers say it's a bad font, you shouldn't use it. And that's only because it's been used so many times and in the wrong context. When, to be honest, if it's a font that helps somebody, then literally what is the problem? So I kind of feel like people who don't have dyslexia kind of need a little bit of empathy for us who do have dyslexia, because at the end of the day, if a font, a color, or anything else is helping somebody out, then seriously, like, what is the problem? So what you need to do is get the fuck over yourself and just Just accept the fact that it literally is just a font. It means nothing. It's just something that somebody could read. And I guess I'm ended now. Thanks.